guys are thinking, like, what is this girl about to say? Is she married? Well, stay tuned for the video and let me explain. So let me tell you guys a little story of how I got married the first time I went to downtown Atlanta. I had to go downtown Atlanta mid-August last year to go fix some immunization forms and everything. So walking around on campus and getting there for the first time, my aunt just dropped me there and I had to like go figure out all that stuff. So that was pretty much an interesting experience because it was so scary. But where it really got interesting was when I got to Starbucks. So I get to Starbucks, I'm like really hot because I've been walking around and my day has gone like from bad to worse. First of all, I'm dropped at the wrong end of the school. We have an open campus and our campus is huge. And I have to walk from one end all the way to the other to get immunization forms. And then I get told that I'm not even going to get the shots that I need. And then after that, I'm sent to another place. And at that place, nobody tells me. I've been sweating, I've been burning in the sun, and I look crazy. What happens, this man is like, stand against this wall. So I stand against this wall. And worst thing ever, he takes a picture of me. And that's stuck on my student ID. I would show you guys that, but I would never. Such a picture should not be out on the internet. It looks so bad, and I'm stuck with it until I graduate, or if I lose it. But I'm not gonna do that. Or if I do, I'm gonna prepare for it. So I go to Starbucks because it's like really hot, and this is the first time I'm having Starbucks in America. So I'm like, let me go get some Starbucks. So I get a vanilla bean frappuccino, and I get the venti, which is huge. I'm already kind of shocked by, oh my gosh, did I spend that much money? And secondly, it's huge. It cost me about, I think, almost $6. So I sit down outside. It's really hot, and I'm, sipping on my frappuccino. Life is all dandy, and everything is okay. I'm like, okay, everything is fine. At the time, I'm kind of terrified, and I'm hoping no one talks to me because I've been warned that there's like a lot of interesting characters downtown. So I'm sitting, sipping on my Starbucks, and then this white guy comes and sits next to me, and he looks kind of raggedy, and he's like, oh, can I sit next to you? So I mean, I can't say no because we're in a public place. So I'm like, yeah, sure. And then he sits down and he's like, oh, you look nice. I'm like, oh, thank you. And he's like, oh, you have an accent, where'd you come from? So I'm like, should I say or should I not? So I'm like, I'm from Africa, and I'm already kind of freaking out. And he's like, oh, okay. He doesn't even wait to hear much. He's like, oh, okay, my name is, can't really say his name on the internet, and I just got out of jail for drug possession and stuff. I've been working hard trying to get my life in order and everything. I'm sitting over there like, whoa, 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 whoa. Slow down. Wait. This just got too real. You just got out of jail? Wait, what? Yes, he had just gotten out of jail. So he starts talking, and he has like really interesting stories to tell me, telling me how he got into jail. He got into jail because he was messing with some girl at the time, and she had drugs. That's the story that he tells me. And he was caught, and he was driving her car, and the car had drugs in them, and then they caught him. And when the police caught him, instead of snitching on her, he just decided to take the fall for her. So I'm like, okay, that's deep, because I'm not taking a fall for anyone. And then after that, he tells me, because this guy has had like a whole bunch of girlfriends, he tells me about this movie that he's making. And in the movie, he's basically going on telling him, like, talking about all the girlfriends that he's had, and they are all very interesting characters. So one of them was pretty much a crazy. She stalked him like a lot, and he ended up getting in for some like firearm charges and stuff and everything through her. And I'm sitting over here like, I just got out. I'm really scared about getting lost. This is the first time I'm out in the city on my own, and I'm thinking, oh my gosh, here is this guy telling me about shooting people, and I just got here. I'm just like sitting on the side, and the whole time he's just like talking and just laughing and looking at me, and the whole time I'm just like and then he's like, you said, let me think, you said you're African. I'm like, yeah, I did. How long have you been here for? I had barely been here for a week, but I lie and I'm like, oh, I've been here for a few years, because I'm not trying to sound fresh off the boat in case I get stolen. And then he's like, oh, I dated an African once. And then he tells me about his African girlfriend that he had. She was another crazy, I guess, from what he says, because she was wild. He says she was pretty wild and everything, but the thing that he really liked about her was she could cook. And then he turns around and he looks at me and he's like, can you cook? And I'm like, yeah. I mean, I can't say no, because like as an African girl, you pride yourself with the fact that you can cook. So I'm like, yeah, I can cook. And he's like, well, I really like that girl. And he continues talking, and he's like, I always dreamt about marrying an African girl. And he looks at me and he's like, you must have a nice boyfriend. or if not, like I could be your boyfriend or even marry you. And I'm like, whoa, hold up, can we backtrack a bit? Because first of all, you're telling me about your very lavish criminal record. Now you're talking about marrying me. So this is a thing I really jumped to. If you're watching this video and I've told you this before, you know, I'm sorry, but I do this a lot because it gets me out of trouble. I'm like, oh well, I'm sorry, I'm married. And he's like, you're married? Like, how old are you? At the time, I think I was like 18, 19. Oh, 19. So I'm like, oh, I'm 19. He's like, wow, that's really young. I'm like, yeah. You know, we get married like really young in Africa. Not true, one of those misconceptions, but people here kind of fall for these things. So I'm like, yeah, let me use this to my advantage. I'm like, yeah, we get really married young. I got married like really young, and right now I'm waiting for my husband. He's coming to pick me up. I am not married at the time, and as I am sitting like this, trying to hide my finger. I am not doing no Beyonce Single Ladies wave, because no, I'm trying to hide this finger and prove that I am married. So after telling me a bunch of stories of more criminal records, like, guys, I was so scared because this guy was shooting up people, drug possession, stealing from people, a whole lot of crazy things. And these are things that he wants to put in his movie. I mean, if that movie comes out, it's going to be pretty amazing. He runs a few titles through me, but I am just so petrified to even remember what this guy is saying. After some time, you know, my frappuccino is barely even done. I'm like, you know what? Let me just go, because his stories are getting even darker and darker and darker. Just craziness, and I am so scared. Okay, like, I'm not used. Getting shot is one thing that I am not gonna deal with. I did not come to America to get shot up, so that is not happening. Okay, so I'm sitting over there like, oh my gosh, you know, let me just jet. And he keeps on persisting and persisting with the, are you sure, like, I could marry you, like, and all that stuff. And I'm like, no, I'm married. He's like, well, I respect that, like, you're loyal, you know, that's really good, your husband should be really happy. What husband? But I will get married then and there if it's gonna get me out of trouble and like help me dodge that bullet. So eventually I'm like, you know, my husband just called, my phone didn't even ring, let me go. So then I go, and then a few minutes later my aunt calls me and she comes to pick me up, and boy, wasn't that a relief. But yeah, that's one thing that I do. I don't know if it's wise to put it out here, but yeah, if I am not feeling someone or they're sounding a little crazy, I'm gonna tell you that I'm married. So basically, first time I went downtown, I ended up getting hitched to my imaginary husband that gets me out of trouble. Besides that, I can do my Beyonce wave, because this is all the single ladies all up in here. But that is my experience, first experience of being downtown, finding out that people get shot up all like that. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, my channel is still pretty new, please subscribe. And if you have any comments, please feel free to comment. I'm really like loving comments that you guys are leaving me, because they actually encouraging me and helping me to push forward and keep on posting more videos. School's about to start now. I just recently started working, so my schedule is getting pretty crazy, but I was really trying to get this video out there, and I'm also trying to make them a lot more creative and add more stuff, add more pictures, because I know that's what lots of people were asking for. I definitely will have more videos coming out, but things are about to get really hectic. My August is fully booked until the 22nd, which is the day that school starts. But I will keep on trying to keep on posting. Please keep on liking my videos and subscribe to my channel, please. Thank you so much for watching this quick little story time video. Bye!